This is apple variety Bountiful. Is a cooking apple, and as you see the color of the shape and the color of the fruit here, before the fruit bud, I mean the blossom. Before opening is reddish pink. When it opens, it turns pinkish white. And let me just check to see if it smells. Oh yeah, medium smell, rose-like, beautiful smell. And as you see, it is a tip. It means on the tip of the head of the branch, and a spore bearer. So and the spore, and you see that beautiful bees enjoying that. Lovely bee working for me. Maybe this orchard probably should have a in this allotment a beehive. Anyway, so tip and spore bearer, based on practice, what I see actually, experience, what I'm seeing now, and you can see with me. Now with this one, I have made 10 videos about the apple varieties that I have here. I wish I had more apples, but I don't have any more space in this allotment orchard. I have planted 110 or so fruit and fruit bushes. Of course, not counting the raspberry. Raspberries, probably I have hundreds of them. And so this is the one I made for now, the video for future reference of anybody who wants to know about the shape and the look and the smell and the habit of the growth, where it grows on the tree of fruit buds in different apple trees. This is a dual-purpose cooking and eating apple variety Bountiful. It is in second year. I planted it in the 2014. Now it is in 31st of July 2015. It has given an abundance of crop apples, but many of them are small. So what I'm going to do, I will thin some of these apples, just let the others grow. I can use these smaller apples to make jam if I want, or use as a pectin source. But do I really want so many little apples? No. So I will thin this just to encourage a few of the apples to grow. Thinning is important because it keeps the plant's energy for the growing of the better apples, bigger and better apples. So at the moment I think that is enough. I just remove this one also, and probably one of these. Yeah. So the tree can put its energy in and growing better apples for me. Bountiful is a good dual-purpose cooking and eating apple. It's slightly acidic for eating, but that will go sweet in the January forward, as I have seen it myself. And yeah, I think the tree is from the Blackmore nursery. Gave me fruit on its first year, large apple this size. Now this year I'm looking forward to have some more apples. And yeah, we will see how they will do. And these are the older ones that I'm not going to bother. Probably I will pick them to give to chickens if they want. But that's it. Apple variety Bountiful, a good dual-purpose apple. This is a video about the apple variety Bountiful. Today is the 25th of September. This tree is the one that we bought from the Blackmore nursery. It's an apple tree, and as you see now it has grown. It was originally designed without my consent. I didn't ask for a espalier, but they sent me an espalier. It's an M27 rootstock. So I received the espalier. All the apple trees I received from Blackmore nursery and M27, they are espaliers. And now you see that it has several branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these branches are on top, and another ones are here. Hopefully this will give more fruit. This year it provided a lot of small fruits. I should have thinned it. I didn't. I just wanted to experiment to see what's going on. Today I came and saw that the apples have fallen. So it is the time that they naturally then fall. The apples are quite good size. This is a cooking and dessert apple, so eating and cooking apple. As you see, there is a lot here, also smaller ones. Some of it was damaged by the slugs, so I feed them to chickens. The ones that are good enough, I will just take it home and you can use it for eating or cooking. Of course, I must say my opinion about a cooking apple. Cooking apple to me means the apple which is not edible, practically. It's just a complimentary term that you use. You hear it only in Britain. Never heard that apple be used for cooking. If you want cooking something, apple, you use quince. Of course, in this country, quince was not known for a certain time, so that's the only reason they could go for low quality apple, call it for cooking, and then this kind of terminology, dessert and cooking apple, developing. Anyway, this is Bountiful, and it has now harvested naturally by falling. Okay, before this winter I was thinking, what's the point of knowing a tree, apple tree, is a tip bearer or a spore bearer? Now when it came to the winter and I wanted to prune them, it was important for me which part of the tree I should prune, which branch. Because if you prune a tip, you will lose fruit if it is a tip bearer. And if you prune a spore bearer tree too harshly, you will lose also fruit a lot. So that was important. That's the reason I'm now making this encyclopedic, almost real examples of the apple trees, showing how where the fruits buds and where the blossoms are. So in this way, anybody who wants in the internet, before this I couldn't find any information about this just to tell me exactly what I should do. Now I'm making it myself based on experience, based on what I'm seeing. For example, in this apple variety red Falstaff, it's the tip and the spore bearer. But that apple variety, which is the Discovery, and a better example of it I can show you, is a tip bearer. Meaning that the fruit comes on the tip of the branch, tip, head, it means head of the branch. So if you cut the tip, you will lose fruit. So that's where it is important. That's the first Discovery apple that gave me fruit last year. Beautiful. Now this year it gives more blossoms and it's beautiful. I like that. And that's where it comes to play. When you know that is a tip bearer or fern, or spore bearer, you can decide in the winter where to prune, or the summer if you want to prune it for summer pruning. So it is important. Now it pays if you pay attention to something like fruit bearing trees, in this case apple, where they give the fruit buds. That's important for pruning. Now I have made a good selection of videos for this, and ciao. Apple variety Bountiful. About this tree from the Blackmore nursery, they gave me a espalier tree. It's alright, but I didn't want a espalier. I wanted a bush, or half a standard bush, and that means that it will be a stem, one main stem, and then branches at a height of 1 meter above it, coming up. But now it is a espalier. Anyway, it's M27 rootstock, And espalier, the problem with espalier is that it has given me some branches here, as you see. Then fruit branches, but no real big branch. A few little stocky fruit branches. Then at the end of it is just a stem going about 1 meter. Then 2 little branches here grown last year in summer. So the problem is that I will have some branches here, no branch, then 2 little branches here. That looks a little bit odd. And I've seen another tree. If you look at my neighbor's land, you see that they had this kind of, they bought also Blackmore Nursery. And that's the problem they have. The tree has gone up for 2 meters without having any branch. Then on top it has some branches. This is the one now at the center. I want to avoid that problem. So what I'm trying to do is now, these 2 branches don't have any fruit bud on them. Or if it is, this one is a fruit bud, I really don't mind to lose this one just for the sake of having more branches here. So what I'm going to do now is to prune these 2 little branches, which are about 20 centimeter long, in a way that will give you more branches this side, that side, and at least I will have some branches before the tree goes too high. So what I'm going to do now is to prune it. Let me study all around this tree. Okay. What I will do, I will cut from here, so this branch will not go any more vertical. These side branches grow, and yeah, that's what I will do. There are some buds here which will give me some new branches here and there, to this direction toward the camera, this direction, and this one toward that. So that is a good idea for me. Anything but having one single branch going that way only. So what I'm going to do now, even probably I will just cut it from here. Or is it? No, I will cut it from here. I want to have a few good Bountiful, by the way, is a cooking and culinary apple. Yeah, I will cut it from here. I will prune it from here. Okay. With the other branch, I'm wondering where I should give it a cut or let it go, probably. No, that is too vigorous, this tip. Maybe it's a fruit bud, but it's not in the right place, it's just at the top. I don't want fruit bud here at this moment. I want the branch, more branching at this tree. So this is the height of this one. Similar to this, probably here is a good cut. If I give it a good cut here, yeah. Now, hopefully this will give me some more branches around here, instead of going high and then giving me something. So that is for Bountiful this year. I will not do anything with this side or the other ones. I just let them go as they are. I will see what they are doing in the summer. I may do a summer pruning if I feel that helps the tree to get a better shape. Of course, this is an ongoing project. I'm going now to apply the Arbrex seal and heal. As you can see now, I've applied the Arbrex Seal and Heal. This is a good product. So this is our apple variety Bountiful. This is a dual purpose apple, cooking, culinary and dessert apple. We harvested it about a week ago, some of it, not all of it, because the chickens were going for the lowest ones. These were the lowest ones. So we are going to use it in an apple pie. And this is the largest apples that three apples we used here. And we are now boiling them, then putting in this paste. We cook the paste first because we don't want when we add this it goes soggy or anything. So this is already cooked, baked. The base of it is solid now, and the apple, when it is cooked, just to make it a little bit also a different taste, we added some cinnamon to that. The water will evaporate and it will be kind of like a paste. And then let me put this back so it is boiled. Then we put the top of the pie, apple pie, on the bottom of the apple pie, which is this part is filled with the apple when it is cooked, and then we bake it again, and that will be ready, or will be our apple pie. We already have baked some shortbread, Scottish shortbread, and some scones with fruit and sultana raisins. And that apple pie also will come here to cool down, then we will have it. Both of us enjoy cooking, baking, and we learn a lot. And this is a special recipe for this, and this is from the Auntie Maggie, or Auntie Maggie. May God bless her soul. And this is the recipe that we have from her. So that is Auntie Maggie's recipe for shortbread. You can stop the video and just write it down for yourself. And that is Auntie Maggie's recipe for the scones. It's good that I remember all of this. I'm sure Auntie Maggie would have been proud about. Okay, we have now cooked the apple. You see that is reduced to this volume. Now we are preparing the top for the pie, apple pie. The top goes over here when the cooked apple is inside this apple pie base. Smells divine. And we will put it on the windowsill when it is cooked, like Tom and Jerry, probably. The cartoons. No.
Lite på i den.
which gas number? Okay, you put it on that.
About 150 to 100. So, but it only takes about 10 minutes once it gets to this stage, so it doesn't take long. And then I haven't finished yet. The sugar on it.
No. So you're brushing the top with the egg. Is it egg yolk only? Yellow?
No, it's
the whole egg.
Yeah, I just whipped it. With 14 hens.
So that gives it a little bit golden colour, huh?
Yeah.
So can I show the egg pile that you have here?
Yeah, go and show the egg pile.
So we use it in everything that practically
We use it in everything.
we get our hand on. Any idea that we have to use it. So why you did that?
For the egg. So the egg.
You made with the knife some
Yeah, so the steam
they
can
will not
come out.
burst. Yeah.
Most women of
Because
my
apple
age,
has lots of water in it.
well, women of my age was shown all these skills from our mothers and grandmothers, so it's just something that we...
Of course, we don't talk about the age of babies.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going
just
to pop.
photograph it.
Yeah.
Put it there. Look like a smiley.
Several chicken.
So it goes there for 10 minutes. And it is on the 150. Oh, look at that. It's very good. Our apple pie from our own Bountiful apple from Allotment. Isn't it lovely? Okay, we wait that it cools a little bit, then we put it in the windowsill. Otherwise it will burn the windowsill. This is the Asta opal plum. For the first year is giving some, or second year is giving some fruit buds, blossoms as you see.